everybody, what's going on? It's Big One Gaming here. Welcome back to episode number 7 of our Zero Overall Dynasty here on College Football 26. If you guys have missed any of the episodes, up at the right-hand corner will be a playlist from all the episodes from 1 to 7. We're ending Season 7 here and then getting into the off-season. So we have our 2 games here against FIU, which will be our CUSA Conference Championship. And then, of course, we have our bowl game. But jumping ahead into the CUSA Championship game, they run a triple option and get a touchdown. So FIU takes an early 7-0 lead. It really didn't go over very well for us here in this one. I'm just going to let you know that right now because we're jumping in the second quarter. It's 10-0. And yes, I clicked the wrong button. And I should have been to A because he was wide open. But anyways, we do stop him. And then it's still 10-0 here in the second quarter. 2 minutes to go. We can find a way to make this a 3-point game. The defense was excellent in the first half, and it's 10-7. So we did pretty good until this throw right here. Another bad throw. That one I just didn't even see him. And FIU makes it 17-7 here in the second quarter, and it wasn't very good for us there. I mean, 17-7. Teague comes in, overthrows our wide open receiver, and I'm just to let you know right now it was a bad game. It was 41-20 at the end of the game. Nothing really good for us. I mean, yeah, we scored 13 points, but it was not good. It was not a good game. It was pretty much all FIU from pretty much the end of the half and on. But yeah, Teague, 20 of 32, 220, 2 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Qualls also threw 2. You saw 3 of those. I was going to show the other 3. 6 picks by their defense was insane. East had our only rushing touchdown because our other backup is hurt. Gizzy had over 139 yards and a touchdown. Balaga had 71 yards and a touchdown. Everyone else had a couple catches. But defensive-wise, Henry had 10 tackles and 7 for a loss and 2 sacks to pretty much lead this team. No picks, no deflections whatsoever. It was a bad game all the way around. So we're going to wipe that one from memory. And we're going to do our bowl game, which we get the Cure Bowl against 6-6 Kent State. And looking for our 9th win of the season. However, we're going to look at the award winners first, because we do actually have some award winners. We win the Bednarik with Malcolm Henry, so pretty solid. We also win the Nagurski. We almost were on the Thorpe, but we did not. We were 4 off. And we also won one more. We also won the Butkus Award. So we had a lot of, I mean, it was mostly one guy winning the whole thing, but hey, jumping into the bowl game, we're up 3-0 here early after we got a field goal on our first drive. Unfortunately, though, our second drive does not do that. We throw a pick, and it was a rough day for me, I guess. But we do hold them to 3, but after we get stopped, Kent State has the ball back. It's still 3-3, and they would throw it over the middle. We run into our own guy, and that makes them go 72 yards for a touchdown, and Kent State will take a 10-3 lead. We would make it a 10-6 lead, and just before the half, we find our tight end open, just barely stays in bounds, but we make it 13-10. And still that way, here in the third quarter with 3:35 to go, we have an open receiver. We hit Balaga, and he finds the end zone to make it 20-10. So this is big because it's a 2-score lead here late in the game. Kent State would get a field goal here late. And of course, as you guys know, I don't really show too many special teams plays here in these highlights unless something happens. Because currently it's 20-13 with 1:07 to go here in the third. And this would be our last touchdown of the game because Rose takes it 101 yards all the way to the house. His second kickoff return for a touchdown on the season, both coming in the last 2 episodes. And we also, of course, run some time off the clock there. So Yeah, 2-score lead, 27-13. Starting the fourth quarter here on a 4th and 1, they run the RPO and it gets kicked. And, of course, we'll take a look at this again because that one was just weird. Because he was wide open and just missed it. It bounces, actually, it looks like it bounces off of his elbow. And then it bounces off of his foot. So just a poor throw because, again, yeah, it looks like it bounces off his tricep and then off his foot. And if we were paying attention, that was going to be a pick, and that was going to go the other way. Kent State would score a touchdown, but I'm going to show the rest of the game here. There's 1:30 to go. First down and goal. And, of course, we send the blitz. We get home, and we get a stop. If we get a stop here, this game is over. They have 2 timeouts remaining. And we would just need to get a first down, and this game would be over. We might not even need just a first down. They go ahead and try to pass, and we get a sack. No one blocked us. So all of a sudden, they take their second timeout. It's 3rd down and goal. Now from the 9, they still need something here. They need a touchdown to tie the game. We send another blitz. We get home again. And now it's 4th and goal. From the 15-yard line. This time we decide to run zone coverage. A stop here would be nice, but they decide to run a screen. A screen on 4th down and goal from the 15, and that would pretty much do it. Omaha would go to win 9 games here on the season. They go 9-5 here with a nice first down run as well. Kent State would take their final timeout, and Omaha Orbits go on to win the Cure Bowl in their first ever bowl win as well here in Orlando. So 9-win season is not bad at all. And of course, here in a little bit, we will show the stats, the recruiting, and everything like that here in just a second. This is not the end of the video. We do got a couple more stuff going to happen here because we're going to get the offseason done as well. But Qualls had a decent game, 28 of 40, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Really couldn't really run the ball much in this game. But Bulaga 9 for 110 with a touchdown. Kramer 5 for 55 and a touchdown. A couple of catches for everyone as well. Defense, we had 2 guys with over 10 tackles. Henry, of course, had a great game. We had a bunch of sacks. No picks. We had a lot of deflections in this one, but no fumbles or recoveries. We were good at extra points, but we did miss 2 field goals here in the rain. But yeah, that kick return touchdown with 101, and of course we had 3 punt returns for 33 yards. So now let's go ahead and jump into an actual recording instead of me voicing over the game. So yeah, it is now time for officially the offseason. Alrighty, so now let's finally get into the offseason. First, we're going to go ahead and with the end-of-season recap here. We're going to go over the stats of this season in our first full season that we did play. We actually had 3 quarterbacks all play for us. Qualls, 28 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. Teague, 5 touchdowns, 5 picks. Brightwell also had an interception, no touchdown, 7 of 16, 55 yards in his one game that he played. Rushing-wise, Emmanuel had 164 carries, 613 yards, 2 touchdowns. Sheets had 570 with 6 touchdowns. Unfortunately, he's probably going to be gone because of playing time. And Qualls had 97 rushing yards for 7 touchdowns. Receiving-wise, Bulaga had over 1,000 yards with 8 touchdowns. Neely almost had 1,000, and Gizzy almost had 1,000 for 6 touchdowns each. Kramer had 589 with 8 touchdowns, and a couple other guys with a couple other catches and so forth. Henry had over 126 tackles. As you saw, he won a couple awards too. Cribbs and Henry are both All-Americans. Both had over 100 tackles. They also led the team with tackles for loss with 39. We also had 3 guys with 10-plus sacks. Storm John, Malcolm Henry, and Randall Yeast, all with 10-plus sacks. Henry also led the team with 3 picks on the season. We had 3 defensive touchdowns, 2 by Bradfield and 1 by Harbor, so that's pretty decent. We did force some fumbles. Recovered actually only 4 of them. We did not have a blocked kick. We had 1 safety on the season, but that was about it. Kicking-wise, Emmanuel did miss a bunch from 40. That was about it. That's all he missed. He missed 6 of them, but he made every extra point. Punting-wise, punted 38 times for 1,200 yards, 6 inside the 20, and 0 touchbacks for the true freshman. Rose, of course, did have the 2 kick return touchdowns. They were both late in the season, 792 yards on that, and Moon had 512. Punt returns, Rose had 377 for punt returns. So, all in all, it's a decent season here, especially going 9-5. And we do go up a half star. We were a half star prestige. Now we are a 1-star prestige school. Smile. Nothing really else to write home about. Let's go over players leaving. Only very little. We need to keep Cribbs, though. And he's going. Storm John? He's gone. He's also gone. Maybe Brightwell will stay. Nope. What about Akbar? No. All right, so everyone's going. That's another 7 players. So we'll have to sign a lot of people in the transfer portal. I will go over the portal as well. Kind of like what I do in the winning a national championship with every team. Just kind of do it real quick and then be back, and then we'll get into offseason recruiting. So I'll be right back. For the portal, we signed 28 players here in this season. So if we go down to CUSA, we actually signed the best one. Number 46th in the nation, 23 stars, 8 2-stars. So if you guys do want a player in this dynasty, write a comment down below, and we'll get into that, or I'll get you added in for next season. Just write a comment on who you want to take over and the name that you want to have for that player. But we can go ahead and check dev traits now as well. Anyone that's really good will really help, at least. Most of them are no. We do get an impact. We do get a star transfer of Clayton Kenoy. So that's, I think, the only star that we're going to have. A couple impacts here and there, but again, we can name any of these guys as well. There is a couple freshmen coming in, like Jeremiah Eagles, Emmanuel Casillas, Ezekiel Beebe. I think there's Sam Malapai. I butchered that last name. Devontae James. And then, of course, all our high school players coming in first thing first. So 28 players is pretty solid. Will actually help out the amount of players that we have on this team. Right now, I mean, the best guy is an 80 overall. He'll probably shoot up in trading results. I don't know what his dev trait is. I think it's impact. And he's only got a couple skill caps left, so not really much there to really upgrade. But quarterback, we're actually now pretty solid. We actually have a bunch of freshmen coming in. Halfbacks, we still only have 3, but it's 3 compared to only 2 last season, so we actually have an extra person now. Wide receivers, we actually added a bunch. Granted, they have no speed. Tight ends, we only have 2. Tackles, really, we only have barely any offensive line. However, we do have a lot of right tackles, so I'm going to move this guy to left guard. He's a 72 overall, and hopefully he improves a bunch, because I don't need another senior there when we have 3 of them behind a starting right tackle. Defensive tackles, fine. Linebackers, we just need to develop, although some of them, or a lot of them, are low overalls. We only have 1 strong safety, so we're going to have to move one of our free safeties over to strong safety. But now here comes the fun part. We get training results. Now, I did have manual, I think, so we should see people that we could upgrade now. I think we do get a dev upgrade trait. For Malcolm Hemmer, he's a star dev. That's what I think was going to happen. He won a lot of awards this season. We also get Poyer up to an impact dev. And another upgrade? Geez, 3 in 1 season? Willett up to an impact as well. We'll take it. 4 in 1 season? Gizzy's up to an impact. That's it. All right, training results. I think we should have... Do we not? I thought I had it on. I'm pretty sure I have manual progression on. Oh, I do have it off. Okay. I don't know. So I did not have it on. Oopsies. But Henry's up to an 84 overall. I guess we'll get it next season. But we can go by one. Malapia. I butchered that so bad. James and Malapia both went up +7 and +9 respectively. So Sam here is going to be our starting quarterback. 82 speed, 85 throw power, 86 short accuracy, 76 medium, but 89 deep. We got +11, a lot on accuracy. So that's actually pretty good. Emmanuel's still our starting running back with a 75 overall. Bloomberg is up to a 73, and Sheets up to a 70. Sheets really played well above his overall. It's only 74 speed, but I feel like he was running a lot faster than that. Wide receivers, we do have a 90 speed guy of Trevante Rose. That's the only guy that's 90 speed. Tight end is Kramer, who's up to an 82, 80 speed. Any offensive lineman get a big boost? Madden got a +7. That's about it, though. Kenoy's up to an 81, so we actually have some good D-line. Kruger also went up +9. A couple +5s, +6 for Jacob here. +11 for Westbrooks. It's pretty solid. We'll take that. +5 for our kicker. Good awareness, good kick power, and kick accuracy is up. So we'll take it. So we'll advance to next week. I guess next season we'll actually go through and upgrade players like we were supposed to. I thought we had it off or had it on, but I guess not. I don't think we need to encourage any transfers because we are still only now 11 players under. Nice. But anyways, that's going to do it for the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, hit that like button down below. It is free. It helps out the channel. Again, we get into another season. Another 4 games per week, or I guess per episode, technically. And then, so in 3 weeks, we should have the end of the regular season. And then we get into the hopefully the probably not the playoffs, since we only went 9-5 in the first season that we played. We had a lot of bad losses, and we're still way under the limit. So, plus I don't think we're a very good team right now. So, anyways, we still need to sign 4- and 5-star players to even do that. But again, if you guys do want a player, write a comment down below. Name the person you want to take over and the name that you guys want to have, and I'll get you added in for next season. Tomorrow should be an episode of Kansas, and then Wednesday should be an episode of winning a national title with every team. I've been sick actually the last couple of days, so that's probably why you guys are not seeing the winning a national championships, because they also take really long, a lot longer than the rest of them. So, but I feel better now, so hopefully we can get those up and get those going, or get back going with those. Words are hard. Anyways. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, week, weekend, whenever you guys are watching this, and I'm out. Peace.